I just clean
Hey,
up
Fred.
around here.
I am so happy to see you.
Let's see what you have.
Everything's been tested personally.
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not buying that we come in to do so
Just a bunch of malarkey.
Yeah. Running from something? Welcome home.
Welcome home. Oh, you're you're joking.
Well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Got the memory pod loaded up? Oh, you're not Irma.
Excuse me.
Good neighbor's crazy. Thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just gotta escape a little to make it through the day.
Escape? What do you mean?
Reliving old memories. Like Thanksgiving, 2071. Mom made a 12-pound turkey. And then we all listened to the Silver Shroud vs. Captain Cosmos. Even Pa was there. You ever listen to the Silver Shroud? That's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
What can you tell me about the Shroud?
He's from the radio shows. I've listened to all 419 episodes. And the holiday special. He's the best. Better than Grognak and Man-to-Man combined.
My family and I used to listen to every new episode.
You mean when they first aired? How? The last broadcast was hundreds of years ago.
I was in cryogenic storage for a long time. I only just woke up.
Oh man, that's amazing! You're just like Mr. Abominable from episode 83.
Yeah, something like that.
Boy, if you just woke up. The world these days must take some getting used to.
That's an understatement.
Things may look bad, but we gotta try to make it better. I got a question for you. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun? I got a plan to bring him to life. So we can fight back.
Sure, Kent. You have a plan, all right.
I know how it sounds. I've built my own custom machine gun. Even better than the one in the show. But to make this work, I still need the most important piece. And they actually got one here in Boston.
Sure. I might do it, if you make it worth my while.
I can give you some caps up front. Just...
Uh-huh. As it happens, I already have your costume.
There she is. Pretty as the posters. The Silver Shroud costume herself. And memorabilia, too? Here's something else. Together with my gun, everything's all set.
Here you go.
After all these years, the Silver Shroud is born again. But there's just one problem. I'm just not Silver Shroud material. I could be Rhett Reinhardt, or his butler, Jarvie Blake.
Come on, don't say...
I got a better idea. You up for being the...
If I go along with this, I could use a little extra.
If it'll get you to help, sure. I may be able to scrounge up a couple of things.
Looks like I get to be the Shroud.
The costume and gun... Here's some calling cards, I guess. When you dispatch justice, leave them behind. That way, everyone knows time to fight crime!
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
Doctor, it's time for you to reverse death itself.
What?
I wouldn't have put it quite that way, but it's true. We need a dead man's memories. Guy named Kellogg.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living...
Please.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest science...
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits.
I'm not surprised. From what I've...
Right. Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth, but that's an incredible result.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found you.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's
Excellent.
see here. you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the imprint.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encrypt... We load both you. He'll act as a hook.
Uh-huh. All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your...
See you on the other side.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find. This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. I don't remember much from that time.
Well,
It all
we seem
kinda
to be getting closer.
blends
Try
together.
this next one.
It was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but,
I found another intact
never
memory.
like to.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah. I guess it did remind me of, her.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Piper has really done it this time. I mean, I'm not saying she's right, but Mayor, she's gonna be mad this time. I probably shouldn't have even
Kellogg.
said it.
It's okay.
But I did.
One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Well, play some music.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Amari.
Let's start over. How are you feeling?
I'm okay, Doctor.
That's good, but I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes, their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil, we need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
You want to try for round 2? Let's go!
What? What are you talking about?
Wait. Were you just playing a joke on me?
I guess that's for you to wonder, and for me and Kellogg's memories to know for sure. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
Look alive.
I'm listening.
Wait there.
Guess I'll settle in then.
Every weapon you see here could be the difference between life and death, baby. I've got a weapon here for every situation.
Let's see what you have.
Each weapon tested on someone who...
Better keep your iron strapped on. Friendly advice.
Hey, over here.
What's the plan? Looking for something?
all ruined. What are we gonna do? It's all ruined.
What are we gonna do?
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Sure thing.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load. Or, you know, if you need anything too, Fred. Most folks are just looking for a hand. And you gotta... It's all ruined. What are we gonna do?
It's all ruined.
To spend a whole case of ammo holding this site.
Suppose that means we missed all the fun.
No one's gonna move on this place now that the Prydwen's in town.
How can a machine believe it's alive?
Excuse me,
It's
Paladin
ridiculous.
Vance?
Cavalry's arrived. And it looks like they sent in the big guns.
All I want to know is, when can I get up there?
I felt the same way the first time I saw it, too. We call our ship the Prydwen. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxon's here. And that means we're going to war.
Gonna be a quick war with that thing on our side.
Yeah, but for who?
That's the plan. If history's proven anything, it's that an overwhelming show of force has a chance of halting a conflict before it begins. That being said, you're about to get to know the Prydwen up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
Bring that artifact back here as soon as possible. We wouldn't want it falling into the wrong hands.
Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
You don't see a lot of vertibirds in this kind of shape. You know?
Minigun in front of you, loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals. The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. I wish everyone down there believed in our cause, but they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. We fail. It's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. When we, the Commonwealth, are doomed, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions. Sounds like Ellie needs to talk to it. We should head back to the office next chance we get.
Mission granted. Welcome back. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Privy and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Commandant.
Excuse me, Captain Kells?
So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Sorry? A little soft around the edges, aren't you? If you want to earn your place among the best, you need to toughen up. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
What exactly is your mission here?
I'm not at liberty to say. Elder Maxon will be addressing the crew shortly, and I'm certain all of your questions will be answered. Now, was there anything else, or was everything I said understood?
Not even a hint? Come on. I deserve it.
No. You'll just have to wait until Elder Maxon addresses the crew. Now dispense with the questions. It's time to get to work. Understood? That's all for now, sir. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
Things should be scrapped for parts. Welcome aboard.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our mission. Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth, a robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam! Ad Victoriam!
I care about
gladly
them,
lay
you know.
down my life.
The people of
Keeps
the
humanity
Commonwealth.
from repeating the apocalypse.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Paladin Dance's reports were quite clear regarding your feelings toward the Brotherhood. And he concludes that you'd be an asset to us. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Prydwen and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Prydwen, soldier. Make us proud.
We're getting a 3% Z-tilt. Adjusting thrust recommended.
Across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, then. Congratulations on the promotion. So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother.
Just waiting for you to pull a gun on me again. Spice things up.
No, I think we're well past that. Listen, I didn't have a chance to thank you properly before. I'm not sure I still have a place here. I've been away for too long. Maybe I'm not cut out for the Brotherhood anymore. But I'll give it time. I owe it to you and to my team. Thank you for giving me another chance.
Paladin Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
Maxon seems so young compared to everyone else. You're okay with that?
Don't let his age fool you. Maxon's a brilliant tactician, a formidable warrior, and possesses an idealistic vision for the future of the Brotherhood. I'd follow him anywhere, without question.
Why are you so confident in his abilities?
A decade ago, the Brotherhood had almost gone completely astray. The Elder before Maxon sent us down a path that was leading nowhere. He was more concerned about charity than the preservation of technology. But when Maxon took over, he single-handedly reprioritized the Brotherhood from the ground up and put us back on the path to glory. This ship and its crew are a testament to his leadership.
He's a very dedicated man. It sounds like he stands behind everything he's saying.
Of course he does. How could he afford not to? I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
So what's all this about you being my sponsor?
Elder Maxon is understandably particular when it comes to new recruits. He believes in order to keep the Brotherhood strong, we have to bond as brothers. As your sponsor, it's my duty to travel with you throughout the Commonwealth to ensure that our ideals are being observed. That's why I'm so concerned about your performance in the field.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Do you need to come with me now?
It might help if I tagged along with you. On the other hand, you might want to make your first impression without a paladin standing over your shoulder. It's up to you.
I'll go it alone for now, and come find you when I'm ready.
Suit yourself. I'll be in the mess hall if you need me.
Worried about these recruits. Too young, too green. Not like the initiates back in my day.
There. Try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. You can't fix it.
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick it.
Unless you like getting shot, you never turn your back on a gun.
Got it.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness.
I'd stay away
Excuse
from
me,
Ferris.
Proctor Teagan.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Teagan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
As long as I don't end up in the brig.
Don't worry. Last thing I'd want to do is get our newest recruit in trouble. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
I never liked having squires.
In my experience, hot shots and big mouths end up with closed casket funerals.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series. First question. As a child...
My father said I used to sit way too close to the television.
The television? Wait a second.
Uh-huh.
You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Well, there was this one really ugly girl in college. I mean, I had to get drunk, and it was a dare, and ugh.
That hardly qualifies, so I'll just put no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human?
Uh-huh. Nope, no problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What, not even a thank you?
I hardly need to... Oh my. It appears I've mistaken you for someone else. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Should I come back when you're less busy?
Our recent arrival in the Commonwealth has left me with an immense amount of data to compile. None of that's your fault, really. You're obviously here for a reason. What was it again?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You, under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper... However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
We should stock up on supplies before we begin our next mission.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
I can handle myself.
Hey, if Paladin Danse vouched for you, that's good enough. You just don't look like one of the... Anyway, since you... My name's Ingram. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate. Hell. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig...
Actually, you seem to be getting around really well.
I suppose it's better... Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands... There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg action. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
If you're looking for another safe haven, there's shelter and supplies at the
Science has gone so wrong.
Always wondered what you'd look like.
If we want to win the people's hearts and minds, we have to spread the word of brotherhood across the continent.
I didn't like this rust bucket. Oh, sure, the Pridwin's a fine ship, but put me in the field.
Looking to pick a fight? I'll help you end it.
Proctor Teagan.
What brings you to me today?
I'm looking for some firepower.
All of my weapons are mission ready.
Hey, do some...
something for you?
Can I help you with anything?
Let me see what you have.
Sure, I've got some.
You haven't lived until you took a long word wrong. Plastic faces. Heck no. Like that. That's where we go.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridman's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
What sort of assignment are we talking about?
The kind of assignment where all of the training you've done finally begins to pay off. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Super mutants? I thought the enemy was the Institute.
Super mutants are no better than Sens. They're a reminder of man's folly when it comes to harnessing technology. Whether it's using biochemistry to manipulate genes, or trying to create life from a bunch of circuits. It's the wrong path for science. As members of the Brotherhood, it's our sworn duty to exterminate these abominations in every form. So, can I count on you to get the job done?
What do these shells do?
The Fat Man launcher is an essential part of the Brotherhood arsenal. It's a miniature nuclear payload, in a man-portable format. A squad of troops armed. If you ever have the don't fire. That enough to go?
This is a guy that was in the army before the war.
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager. The Brotherhood can...
Super mutants with nuclear weapons? Not gonna be able to sleep at night knowing that.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed, and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Let me ask you something.
Hey.
Well, hey, let me ask you something.
Is something wrong?
Well, I sort of had the same question. It's just, it's a whole hell of a lot to process.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Huh. You're a tough one. Took me a long damn time. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. Of course, when I took up there back when, people would... The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's mind. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down But at the time, they couldn't exactly...
Uh-huh. Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. Didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on it. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero. Taking up in the city was tricky.
Was it hard settling it?
I started, sure, but I guess wife and upset after. Hell, I was so happy to. I never. It's about then that the thing took me.
You guys are blowing up my vertibird. Hello? There's no way, dude. You fucking idiots.
find something in here. 'Cause that may take a while. Must want to protect something awful precious. I think they're gonna have to forfeit their deposit.
Oh, come on! Let's fly!
Something out. Not that it's an option. When was the last time someone came through here? Suppose someone should make use of it. There's something you... need? About collecting. Yeah.
That's it. Nice.
Someone made a real mess of you.
Yes. Heads up.
I'm... Small ears. Sure made a mess of this place, didn't they?
Go ahead and hide, little bleeder. Scream! Scream for...
I hate to say it, but they're probably safer in our hands than out there in the wild. Suntan, I suggest we get a move on. That is going to stain.
Hello. Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
They're responsible for the death of a close friend, a Brotherhood knight named Cutler. So when you ask if I hate them, I say hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
I agree. Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, brother. Anyway, what's important? You should head back up. Dismissed.
gonna have to forfeit their deposit.
You should head back to the Prydwen. I'll take care of the shelves. And the mess.
Heads up.
See what I can do.
Someone was expecting trouble.
Heads up.
Think that's out of reach.
Move here.
Count on it.
Here.
Sure thing.
Hold position.
I'll wait for your signal. Smell that from here.
Heads up.
Cause any trouble. What would do if that happened here? After that, I had to get back to sleep.
Keep anyone.
Crop's coming in pretty good.
Hey.
Easy living, this ain't. Can't remember the last time I had clean hands.
Farming's as honest work gets.
Well, hey there.
magnificent ship. We're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
When I get off duty, that's Salisbury State.
You got a new assignment.
Yeah, research patrol.
Babysitting field scribe. Prestigious.
Beats guard duty. Why? What'd you get?
Vanguard.
You're kidding.
Moving out into the next rotation. I'll try to leave a couple of super mutants for you.
Lucky bastard.
Look alive.
If I got it.
Ingram catch you standing.
Elder Maxon?
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
What happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Danse is supervising the transfer of the Fat Man warheads to the Prydwen. They'll provide quite an edge to our arsenal. I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location, and use it as a staging area to protect the eastern side of the airport. All in all, you handed us quite a valuable location.
It was a piece of cake.
I'm glad you feel that way, because it only gets more difficult from here. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Where can I get more signal grenades?
I'd use the supply I gave you sparingly. These devices are far more complex than a standard smoke grenade. Should you need more, you should acquire them from Proctor Tegan.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental.
Elder.
By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by, according to ours, the moment that the Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation. To accomplish this goal, we need... I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth.
Where do I start?
I want you to get out there, and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Could those mysterious energy readings Paladin Dance's recon team detected be related to teleportation?
The level of technology that the Institute possesses is far beyond our own. However, that would explain why the readings are so rare. I'll have our scribes focus on improving our scanning tech. Anything else you wanted to ask, Knight?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the...
Our records indicate that the Institute... The ruins of the facility are at the center of... The location appears to... Anything else, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well, then. Dismissed.
Still someone alive under all that gear?
System Delta's...
Look alive.
There's some... Something you need?
collected across the board.
Cade won't clear me for duty.
Well, the Brotherhood's got a lifetime supply of nuclear ordnance thanks to you. I expect you could use a resupply after this round.
Go on.
Hey.
I'll see what I can do.
Hey there.
What can I get for you today?
Let me see what you have.
Got some choice weapons that just came in.
Hey.
What? It's the plan.
Can you believe synths are replacing humans with exact duplicates?
Welcome back. I heard about the operation.
It sounds like we owe you our... gratitude for wiping out those monsters at Fort Strong. Now, did you have any documents for me? Or perhaps you were...
I found some technical documents for you.
These look rather promising.
Uh-huh.
Here are the caps that are... Remember, check every building...
Mm-hmm.
You disgust me.
Not much of a sight yourself.
Good to see you again, Knight. Anything I can do?
Could use some supplies, actually.
Scribes have been stuck.
Captain Cade?
Please state the nature of your medical emergency.
Yeah. Take a look at me, Doc.
All right, soldier.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty beat up.
Scrapes and bruises, but it's probably a good idea to get them fixed up. Done. Now, was there anything else bothering you?
Took one chem too many. Anything you can do?
There's nothing to be embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that. Anything?
Uh-huh. Too much radiation.
Blood?
Uh-huh.
And that's that. Anything else bothering you?
Medical report, Night Captain Cade reporting. I've been working closely with Scribe Naraya, examining some of the synth bodies that our recon teams have recovered. Even though we have yet to recover the synths that appear completely human, these lesser models are still astoundingly advanced. What's becoming apparent is that the Institute is the most technologically gifted enemy we've ever encountered, and therefore exceedingly dangerous. I've turned over all of my data to Lancer Captain Kells, along with my recommendations for developing effective countermeasures for these synths. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how much it will help, given the fact that the real enemy
I'm listening.
are the synths that
Head
could
over
be
there.
hiding among us.
Man,
You think the Commonwealth looks bad? You should see the capital wasteland.
Stay there.
What brings you to me today? Looking to pick a fight? I'll help you end it. What can I get for you today?
Nothing to report right now.
Tegan,
Can I help you with anything?
set me up.
Be my guest.
Heads up.
Do something for you?
Moving out.
Count on it.
How can I help you, Knight?
Ah, Knight. You have technical documents, perhaps? Or... assist on a research patrol?
Pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum.
Weapons hot and ready to bring the pain, sir.
Wait, what? And you know what? I kind of figured that was going to happen. Going through Boston. Like, this game. Luckily, I saved.
That Salisbury steak is mine.
All systems go. Clear for takeoff. Your weapon is locked and loaded. Good hunting. Stand by for landing.
Real beautiful city.
it. You can trust me. Someone there?
You playing hide and seek?
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that? You guys got me stirred up over nothing. Who's there? What's up?
Someone's coming. When I thought we were getting along.
Yes. Hey.
Do something for you?
Tin Man!
If you work, you...
There we go. Finally.
Sweet. It's as simple as that.
It's all ruined. What are we gonna do?
Handy, aren't you? What's the angle here?
It's all ruined. What are we gonna do?
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer. It's all ruined. What are we gonna do?
It's all
Hey.
ruined.
There's something
What
you
are we gonna
need?
do?
It would have been nice to see all this in its prime. It's all
If I
ruined.
got it.
What are we gonna do?
It's all ruined. What are we gonna do?
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
It's all ruined. What are we gonna do? It's all ruined. What are we gonna do?
It's all ruined.
What are we gonna do? More opportunities for an ambush around here than I like.
Don't much care for good, Neva. That place is nothing but trouble.
It's all ruined. What are we gonna do?
Can't believe we slept this late.
Setting this to repeat. This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner. We've got a new case and it sounds urgent. Stop by the office? I'll be waiting. Setting this to repeat. This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner. We've got a new case and it sounds urgent. Stop by the office? I'll be waiting. Setting this to repeat. This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner.
Everyone wants a piece of what I got.
Hey, Cricket.
Better buy my big guns now, because you bet your ass your enemies will.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Guns, and more.
Make a move, and I'll end you. Wastelander.
Hey, Cricket.
So many guns in so little time. You just gotta buy...
I'll take a look, sure.
Oh, goody.
The only way you get old in this job is assume everyone's out to kill you.
Now you have the right idea.
Got small arms, long
Hey,
arms,
see that big blimp?
ammunition. What's the Brotherhood of Steel?
I'm glad you're here. We got a new case while you and Nick were out. Ready to put on the detective hat?
Tell me more.
Our client is a fisherman who lives on the edge of the Commonwealth. Kenji Nakano.
Nakano? Huh. That name takes me back. My memory's a little fuzzy on the details, though.
Maybe if you bothered writing things down, Nick.
Can't do that. Wouldn't want to put you out of a job.
Huh. I'll remember that the next time you need me to console a hysterical client. Mr. Nakano didn't leave many details. Said he'd go over everything when you meet him. But if you want my guess, missing person case. Guy had a worried look a mile long.
I'll go check it out. Thanks, Ellie.
The Nakano residence is up in the northeast, near the coast. A small fishing house. He said that he and his wife will be waiting for you.
It's a long walk. That's how the hard cases always start.
Hanging out with Valentine, huh? Good for you. Kenji's good people.
Now I've got attention. Oh, Natalie, you never change. And you're super grounded. Now go.
Man.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
calling all Silver Shroud fans. A once-in-a-lifetime announcement. The Silver Shroud returns and he's gonna clean up the streets. Everyone heard how Wayne Delancey murdered Miss Selmy and her kid over a few lousy caps. Death is coming for you, Wayne.
Galaxy News Radio. When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode.
Emerge from the shadows, villain, or face the justice of the Silver Shroud!
What will become of our stalwart hero? Find out what happens next week on another...
I don't know what I find more disturbing. The fact that there's a ship lodged in that building.
Hey, Navigator.
Maintaining present course. All is well. Tis an honor to crew such a scheme. That's...
I don't know what I find more disturbing. The fact that there's a ship lodged in that... Someone was expecting trouble.
Captain Ironsides.
Trim the power on the starboard bow. Steady as she goes, Mr. Navigator. Luck willing, at long last we'll set sail. Our hero of the hour is to thank. You've earned a double share, sir. Well done.
It's 1 p.m. This is Radio Freedom, voice of
the reward better be worth it.
You shall not be disappointed, and you can witness our maiden voyage. Our twin NX-42 rockets will alight and unmoor us from this dreaded savings and loan. The Constitution will launch into the heavens, and after, gently land in the ocean. Then we take our rightful place as defenders of the Atlantic.
You're going to what?
A thing of brilliance, is it not? Mr. Navigator, put her through her paces. Me too. Those motherless curs. Prepare to blast.
Against the lawbreaker.
Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
We've taken the lower deck. Middle deck, prepare yourself.
There's a ship lodged in that building. There's still a ship lodged in that building. Wouldn't want it going to waste now, would we?
Get some, motherfucker! Hello, Roman. Brace for its cargo hold. Enemies approach.
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here at Radio
Situation law and order is restored and barely. Approach and identify this as law mining.
Hold the top deck. We will not be defeated.
You may now resume your aim right there. Identify intruders initiating. Beginning to turn yourself a target.
This is Radio Freedom. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there.
Patrolling.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
What I find more disturbing, the fact
This
that there's
is
a
Radio
ship
Freedom,
lodged in that
broadcasting
bloody
all
window.
day,
Hey,
all
Captain.
across
The borders are repelled. All
Nothing
hands,
to report.
prepare ship
Stay
for
safe,
launch.
people.
The borders are repelled. All hands, prepare ship for launch. The borders are repelled. All hands, prepare ship for launch. Unless I am mistaken. No longer
Bothering anybody now.
Captain Ironsides.
The borders are repelled. All hands, prepare ship for launch.
You're still going through with this?
Given time, the scavengers will regroup. It may be now or never. We need power from the auxiliary generator to commence our voyage. I fear I must call upon you one last time.
I've come this far.
I recognize that without your considerable efforts, we would not be here. Here is your amply deserved reward. Godspeed to you, sir.
It's 3 p.m. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Nice.
I don't know what I find more disturbing. The fact that there's a ship lodged in that building, or that there's still a ship lodged in that building. I don't know what I find more disturbing. The fact that there's a ship lodged in that building,
Mr. Navigator, slowly throttle the engines. Keep idling those engines. Hoist. Power nominal. Excellent. Commencing final countdown. 3.
I don't know what I find more disturbing. 2. The fact that there's a ship lodged in that building,
1.
or that there's still a ship lodged in that building.
Mr. Navigator, light the engines. Dreaded savings and loan, we shall be moored no longer. Your way! Two points to starboard.
Four o'clock. You're tuned to There Radio. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
We did it! Victory at last! Helm reports we are a quarter fathom closer to the Atlantic. By my calculations, in a mere century we will take it to the ocean. Well done.
Quarter way there, boys.
I can barely tell us apart.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts. how we like it. Stay safe out there. This is Radio Freedom. It's 5 p.m. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Excuse me. Can you believe synths are replacing humans with exact duplicates?
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people. This is Radio Freedom. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts. You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.